All right, welcome to Smoke and Talk Live. I'm sorry, this is Pug Life. Pug Life Chronicles Live.
Get it straight.
Get it straight. Pug Life Chronicles Live. I'm your host, George Zayas, along with my partner, good friend, Dave Seif. We're here in Dumbo in Gleason's gym once again covering this tournament.
George, what did you just call me?
I called you Dave Seif, my good friend, partner, Dave Seif.
You call me Dumbo?
No, I said we're here in Dumbo.
Did he call me Dumbo?
We're in Dumbo. We're gonna go to the national anthem. So let's just go up to the ring for a second.
Okay.
I thank you all. I also want to start off by thanking our Heavenly Father. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity you've given us here today. Lord, I ask that you be with us in this ring, outside the ring. Help us perform in a way that brings glory to you. We thank you, Lord, for all you've done for us. And God's people say, amen. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Joe for our national anthem. All together. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right.
Great, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the world famous.
All right, so Dave, we're back.
This is it. Back
This
in
is it.
Dumbo, back in Gleason's gym.
Yep.
Back with these young amateur fighters.
Yes. And what do we have tonight? Tell the audience what we got tonight this evening.
We have the New York tournament, the 2018 New York Boxing tournament. Back in the day, it used to be the Empire State Games, but now it's not. So they have the New York tournament. Well, let's see.
Right. And
Let's hear what this guy has to say.
okay. No problem.
All bouts are conducted under the rules of USA Boxing, the governing body of amateur boxing. In scoring a round, points are allotted for clean, aggressive competition, and there will be penalties assessed for fouls and unfair tactics. The judges shall award points to a boxer who scores a knockdown by giving credit.
All right, so basically they're going over the rules, but I just want to get a couple of shout-outs before we actually start.
Shout him out.
Yeah, we got Mark David. He's joining us on Facebook. We also have YouTube for the first time ever. It actually is up. YouTube is working.
So YouTube
is up.
Right.
Yep, it's working. And we're going to do something. We're going to try something different tonight. You're going to be able to call us live, and we'll put you on the air to talk with us. But there's going to be a little bit of a delay, but you're going to be able to speak to us, and we're going to put that live. How you guys like that? Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool. And that delay is in case you use potty mouth.
Yeah.
We'll shut you up.
The ground rules.
Bang.
Ground
No potty
rules.
mouth.
No potty mouth. We also want to welcome Jamal Hawking. He's in the house, in the Pug House.
Okay.
We got Mike Stedman. He says, Pug Life, I'm still waiting on your guest appearance at Rutgers University in Newark.
Right.
We need an invite.
Yeah, you'll be waiting a little while there. All right. All right. We need to get some toll and gas money before we even start anything. So wire that money to us, and then we'll have a conversation.
All right, and here we go. Right now we have these two gentlemen in the ring.
Okay.
And the first one in the red corner out of the Woodside Boxing Academy is going to be Christian Calderon.
All right. Let's go Christian Calderon as
with the
in
red.
All black with
the red gloves.
Red gloves.
And then Raquan Butler from Gleasons right here, hometown fighter.
Raquan. And he's got the gold trunks. And look at that. They both have neon boots on. All right, so we got the righty-lefty conundrum going on with Raquan Butler being your lefty. and he's looking to just come in. This is 141 novice, and this is what you want out of novice. You want a brawl, all right? You want to see if these guys have heart. So before they learn boxing, here's the question. Can they actually fight? Whoa. And Raekwon Butler likes his right hook, left-hand combination, and a little bit of a headbutt. And Christian Calderon, who I saw warming up there on the side, covered with tattoos, looks like he has some boxing experience.
Well, this is Christian Calderon's first fight, actually. This is the first time he actually fights in the ring.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they told me prior. He was getting gloved up before and hands wrapped.
Well, then he must live in a large house with a lot of people, because he had to fight his way up and down the stairs into the mill. Because this kid could fight. He definitely has some fighting skills, Christian Calderon. You could see that he's well trained,
right?
Especially for a novice. But he's got that lefty-righty conundrum going on, and Raekwon Butler right now is using his jab, using a hook, and using his left. And Christian Calderon is just letting him march in on him without offering much resistance. You gotta make up your mind on what you want to do. All right, here you go. Christian Calderon is trying to push the action by coming forward. Raekwon Butler is setting up traps. All right, so what you want to do is, when you take a look at this, you sometimes hear sports announcers talking about setting up traps, George, and when people talk about setting up traps, what they're trying to do is saying that basically by setting up a trap, it means you're moving back. And you're moving back and you're stopping. So you might flash some punches, or you might throw combinations. And the idea is that when you have your feet set right and the person comes in on you, that's when you want to hit them hard. So you're setting them up for a big punch by going back. That's what setting up traps is. And again, with these novice fighters, you could start seeing the development of that, of their thinking. So Raekwon Butler, although he was aggressive coming forward, he also knows how to go back, and he's trying to learn setting up traps. You could see it. And Christian Calderon he's cognizant. He knows that there's something ahead, so he doesn't just rush in, although he was trying to do it a little bit, because there's a trap set for him.
And it's funny because this is the first time he actually is in the ring, and he looks pretty good. He looks like he's seasoned.
I tell you, he knows something. All right, so Christian Calderon's coming. So if you look at Raekwon Butler, all right, Raekwon is coming in, but he's quite willing to step back and see if Christian will follow him. And if he doesn't, then Raekwon is also savvy enough to go in and throw into some offense. All right. Christian is built like a rock, though.
Raekwon is throwing some power punches, too.
Yeah. And he's hitting Christian, and Christian is just taking it without blinking.
Got a glancing blow Christian did in the mouth there, but right now, and then Raekwon just swung again with a left hook, missing, but Christian's hanging in there. A nice stiff jab by Raekwon.
Yeah, kind of like a half a jab, half a check hook coming in. So now here we go. Now Raekwon has abandoned all sense of trap and is just letting his hands go.
He seems like he's the bigger puncher of the two.
He's definitely got more experience, I would say.
Yeah. And it's funny because you see him really pinning down Christian on the ropes.
Right.
And he works very good on the inside, unlike a lot of other boxers that we've seen here.
Yeah, a lot of amateur boxers done it. And he's setting up check hooks. This Raekwon is pretty impressive because he can fight both going in and going out. And Christian Calderon, for his first fight, is looking really good. I mean, he's getting hit, but he's got a great chin, and he's not giving up, and he's pretty much staying calm. He's not losing it.
Right, exactly. He's weathering the storm. He comes in, he tries to hook him and check with Raekwon, but he gets caught with a couple, for his efforts. And Raekwon really taking advantage here in the second round, doing a great job.
And that's what you got. You got more experienced fighter versus a less experienced fighter, and Raekwon is definitely the more experienced fighter. Very, very nice.
Well, but Raekwon's been in the ring a couple of times before,
right?
And I think that's part of it.
I think we've seen him, right?
Yeah, we've seen Raekwon in the past. That's a name that we've heard before,
Right.
Raekwon Bartlett. But
we might have heard each other saying it.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But Christian not doing a bad job. Not doing a bad job for the first time in the ring.
Right. And let's say, Christian, if this is your first time fighting, for your family and yourself, you're doing good.
Yeah,
you're doing very well. This is how you can't learn to swim without getting wet.
That's correct.
Can you?
That's correct.
All right.
All right, quick couple of shout-outs. Rachel Mena watching from Minnesota. Thank you, Rachel, for joining us. And John Taylor, always from Wyoming in the house.
John Taylor.
And he says, I picked the right bow tie this time. Thank you very much for weighing in on the bow tie issue.
There you
and
go.
Here we go. Third and final round.
And Christian Calderon came out with a couple of hard right hands. And he caught Raekwon.
Great job.
All right.
Pretty good for the first time boxing.
And they're tangled up there. But this Christian Calderon is very much impressed me. I mean, Raekwon, obviously the more seasoned fighter. But Christian Calderon is getting in some right hands, and he pushes Raekwon against the rope.
Got him on a nice body shot, pushed him back, and then followed up with a couple of
right hands,
combinations.
Right to the head,
And there he is, right to the bottom and then top. Christian Castro did, and so did Raekwon. He followed with the same punches to the body, and then comes back up.
And I tell you, I like Raekwon because he understands distance. I would like to see Raekwon move his feet just a little bit more. To me, he kind of plants them, and that's what makes him a novice fighter. He really has to learn how to move his feet. And look at Raekwon. Raekwon is coming in, and he's really holding off. But Christian Calderon with a spin, a right hand, and some good punches to the body. And they are going back and forth. And they're letting him go. All right. Look at Raekwon. Right? And that was a trap. If you saw it, Raekwon stepped back, planted his feet, and let that left hand go. That's what you call a trap, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the essence. With the pros, you can't see it set as well. But with the amateurs, you will. And you will learn about boxing if you're watching these guys and how they think and what they're setting up.
And with the amateurs, it's a little slower pace, so you can catch, a lot of those movements.
Absolutely. And Christian Calderon is holding himself up, and he's going to get a few right hands, and he actually switched to a lefty stance just at the end of this fight. Good fight.
Good fight for an opening first bout here.
Right, and that was a lot of good action.
Right here in Brooklyn, coming to you from Pug Life Chronicles.
From Dumbo.
This is the Pug House, and you're joining us. I'm going to be putting up the phone number in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Excuse me, that you guys can call in, and we'll be able to take some of your calls and go live.
If you feel like chatting.
Yeah, if you feel like chatting with us on the air, we'll be able to do that. And just a reminder, we're also on YouTube. Let your friends know that don't have Facebook.
Who's tube?
YouTube. Not our tube. YouTube. Pug Life Chronicles.
All right, and it's a little confusing, right? There's a couple of Pug Life.
Yeah,
we gotta take some down. We
got Pug Life Happy.
Yeah, we're crazy. We're crazy.
Pug Life Happy. We had a bunch of different channels. We're gonna take those down.
Right, and if you see dogs and stuff like that, probably not boxing.
That's not us. That's not us. All right, so that was the first opening bout, and that was really, really entertaining first opening bout.
And I think Raekwon has it, but I tell you what, Christian Calderon, for his first fight, he is going to be a name that we are going to have to look at. He's definitely has he's got a lot of heart. He definitely has some boxing skill.
Call from.
All right, we're gonna
Mike Stedman.
Mike Stedman.
Okay.
All right.
Just send a voicemail. Press.
Hey, Mike, thank you for calling in. This is Pug Life Chronicles. Can you hear us?
Yep.
How are you?
I can. I'm doing good.
All right. Thank you for calling in. Are you watching us tonight on Facebook or YouTube?
Yeah, I'm watching you guys live. So I don't ask Dave if he remembers, but back in 2008, a group of midshipmen from the Naval Academy came and trained with him.
All right.
He says
2008.
2008. That's 10 years ago. Hold on a second, Mike, as we go up to the ring for the official winner and the official announcement.
Right.
Okay, no surprise there.
So Raekwon takes the first opening bout here at Gleason's gym out in Brooklyn, New York.
So Mike, were you in the Naval Academy? Are you saying?
Yeah, I was in the Naval Academy, so Dave showed us around for about a week.
Okay.
We did a training camp in New York City.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't take you to the jail cells or anything like that, did I? Or to the ghetto?
And because of that trip with Dave, I decided to relocate to Newark. And working with his partner, Pat Russo, we were able to stand up the Ironbound Boxing Academy.
All right. Oh, now
you remember. Listen, he's got the old man syndrome, so he's got to try to remember this.
Yeah.
Mike, I've been hit a couple times. All right. And that is awesome.
That's why I always tell him you got to come see us in Newark, because you were the guys that helped us get started.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that. Thank you. And it's great to know that you're doing the program up there. So we will definitely attempt to come up there one day. You'll have to call us. Call my partner, Pat Russo, and we'll try to set something up.
Absolutely. We'll be definitely happy to come and join you out there in Newark.
We will not pay for tolls, and we will not pay for hot dogs.
That's right. And we are currently being hired, just so you know. We do get hired to come out here and do these shows live. So thank you so much, Mike, for joining us here on Pug Life Chronicles. And welcome to the Pug House. By the way, grab yourself a drink, right? Refreshment. Sit down.
And Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
All right,
with ice cubes.
Appreciate it. I love watching the show. We got a lot of people watching in New Jersey.
Okay. All right.
So I'll let you guys get back to calling.
Shout out to New Jersey then.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Mike. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Look at that. That's a good story right there. All right, who do we got? We got Adele LaCroft, and he's in the red corner. He's got on red trunks, thank goodness, and red gloves, versus Arik Hayes from South Box. That's in the Bronx.
All right.
And Arik Hayes is in blue trunks. So they both got black tank tops. Don't follow the tank top.
All right, this is 141 pound. And is this open class? I don't know what this is.
I don't know. I think it's open because I've seen Adele LaCroft before. And Adele is at that Russian style from Underground Boxing Club in Brooklyn. And Adele, he's got fast hands and he's a little sneaky. Look at he throws those European, those Russian, those Eastern European hooks. He throws hooks with both hands, and most Americans just throw hooks with their lead hands. But in Europe, especially in Eastern Europe, you'll see them throw hooks with both hands. And then Arik Hayes is from South Box.
Yeah, South Box. Yep.
In the Bronx.
Yep. Wow.
And it looks like Adele caught him with that right hook I'm talking about, George. You see, he throws hooks with both hands. In an American boxing gym, they will not approve of those hooks with the last hand. They'll say that they're haymakers or roundhouses. But in the Eastern Europeans like Gennady Golovkin and some of the other ones, you will see them throw hooks with their rear hand. Good head move by Adele. All right, so Arik Hayes has got to get himself get the timing right. This is somebody he's not used to. He's starting to throw some jabs, trying to get that distance right.
And you think that Adele was a little reckless there, like just coming in?
You know what? A little bit, but he's. Those Eastern Europeans, they do different drills. Their footwork is different. They throw hooks with their rear hand. Not too many people do that in America. They just don't do that. But they do over there.
Right.
Who's the big heavyweight? The big light heavyweight who used to throw, but I don't see that anymore.
What do you mean? Back in the day? European?
No. Just got beat by Andre Ward. I can't even think of his name. I just want to say Dimitri, but I'm just.
All right, you guys can call in live here at 646-481-5354. We'll be fielding in some of the calls like we did with Michael Stedman earlier. If you're joining us here on Pug Life Chronicles, it's something new that we're trying out, Dave.
Right.
We're also on
YouTube.
On YouTube. Not only on Facebook, on YouTube. For people that don't have Facebook, they'll be able to join both, either or.
Right. Of course, if you listen to us on Facebook, you might you might just want to stay there. And if you don't have Facebook and you don't know that we're on YouTube, you might need somebody to call you. All right, so Rick Hayes is trying to gather himself. And he's trying to set up a little bit different. I think he's ready for Adele Lawcroft's rushing in, except Adele is not rushing in anymore. He's kind of holding back. And I tell you what, Rick Hayes came in and got in a few punches there, but Adele got in a nice right hand.
I think we've seen Adele before.
Oh, we've seen him a few times.
Yeah, a few times. Yeah, in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
We did see him. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure he went to the finals in the Ringmasters.
Moving well, but I know he's rushing in a little bit, and I don't know if he becomes susceptible. And there he goes, rushing in kind of low. If you could time that, if Arik times that, you'll probably catch him coming in. What do you think?
Yeah. It's kind of hard though, because Arik is kind of coming forward. If you want to catch somebody rushing in, you really have to set your feet up and do it. Well, I'll tell you what, Arik Hayes is having himself a good second round.
Yes, he is.
Adele had a good first round.
I don't know what happened to Adele there. He just stopped punching, and Arik took advantage, and then he looked at the referee as for like help. But you know what? Listen, what do they say? You got to protect yourself at all times.
Well, somebody grabbed the other person's leg, so usually you get a break call from there. So Arik is pushing in now, and he's pretty much answered that Eastern European style. Did I hear a bell? I thought I heard a bell.
No. That wasn't a bell. Last 10 seconds. Wow.
Right.
Good action between these two. Whoa, big right hook. Yeah, big right hook by Adele. Catches.
Arik just ate that and answered with a couple of right uppercuts on his own. So that really looks like a 1-1 round. And it's pretty interesting. So this is where you have it. And it's, round one, Adele was all about, landing his right hook, landing left and right hooks, rushing in. You did say that Arik Hayes would make an adjustment, and he did make the adjustment
on the second round,
and he pinned Adele against the ropes and pretty much gave him, an American beating. So, so the first round was all about that Eastern European beating, handed to Arik, and Arik paid the favor by giving him a bit of an American type beating.
Absolutely, and you see Arik there with the red, white, and blue, the American flag on his headgear. You can call us in at 646-481-5354. We'll be able to field in some of your calls this evening. We'll be going live with you on Pug Life Chronicles, the Pug House.
All right. So not just styles make fights, but punches make fights. And these two guys are landing punches and
again, did you see Adele again just throwing that overhand? I don't even know what you call that. It's kind of a wild punch, that overhand right.
I tell you what, he's throwing a straight overhand haymaker right now, and that's not the European position hook that I was talking about in round one. And it looks like he's trying to land it again. And Arik sees those hooks coming, and it looks like he wants to put Adele on the ropes.
Well, I saw Arik throwing nice straight punches straight down the pipe, catching Adele. Again, because like you said, those hooks are coming, and they're coming in wide.
Right. But Adele has great head movement and great leg work himself. So let's see. But can he land off of that? Just because you slip a punch doesn't mean that you get points for it.
A nice combination there by Adele.
Yeah, that wide.
A little low blow there on the part of Arik.
Yeah. So Adele, who likes throwing these Eastern European type hooks, throws them wide and wild too, and then he looks to hold.
He just did that again, just as you mentioned. Again, he does it once again, and then he's off balance. I don't know if you've seen that. But.
Well, Arik has been slipping some of them, but you also have to score. You can't just slip the punch. You have to score, otherwise you're not going to win the fight. You're not going to win that round three.
Just like you said, he did it again.
Yeah,
he slips the punch, but then nothing comes back in return.
Oh, at least he threw right up with there. Look at that. He's swinging for the fences.
Wow. Seems like he'll be a good baseball player, pitcher.
Right. Pitcher, a home run hitter. But he's also a grabber, that Adele. Adele's got those slick moves. I don't know who won round 3. I think Adele might have edged out round 3. I believe Adele won round 1. Arik won round 2. I believe Adele might have won. What do you think, George?
I think, in my opinion, and of course, our opinion doesn't matter. But I think that Arik pulled it off. I think he was just.
You thought it was the better boxing and less wild and just more generalship.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Just a better, better overall in that sense. I saw Adele being a little bit more wild, missing a lot with those wild haymakers.
He did miss a lot.
And you got to be able to touch somebody in order to score. And I don't think a lot of that. I think the judges are going to take that into consideration.
I think a couple times the wind from his haymakers stumbled Arik.
It did.
Because I saw our cameraman blew. So if you saw some shaking, that was from the wind of those haymakers.
It's not an earthquake. Yeah. It's not the subway going. It's not the bridge above us.
It was the breeze of Dell throwing these crazy punches.
Yeah, absolutely. You can call us here at 646-481-5354, and we'll be fielding your calls if you want to join us here on Pug Life Chronicles. We want to say a couple of shout-outs to Christian Otero. He's there watching us.
All right.
Thank you for joining us. LaRon Rody. That's a great name. Dave Romeo.
Rody. I think his great uncle started the rodeos down south.
He's a roadie.
Yeah. He's a roadie. Yes, I believe that.
All right, let's
anyway, Keegan Sparks, thank you for joining us. Who else we got here? John Taylor. I think I said that already, right?
The winner of this bout.
And here we go up to the ring with the
By
official announcement.
unanimous decision in the red corner, Adele LaCroix.
Wow, and I was totally wrong on that one. So Adele LaCroix pulls that one off by unanimous decision.
Well, we were mentioning that Adele was throwing punches, but he did. I think he landed more in that last round.
He's definitely in the first round, so it could have went either way. So yeah,
it was definitely 1-1. I mean, going into the third, definitely 1.
Right.
Oh, Cassie O'Connor is coming in.
Right, and right now we have, by the way, it's 9 bouts this evening. So just so you know, it's 9 bouts. That's the second bout. The third bout's about to come up.
All right, and Sergey Kovalev was that. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. I mean, he's such an icon in our.
Who's that?
Our
Sergey Kovalev?
Sergey Kovalev.
Yeah.
What's happening?
No, we're good. It's just that I think they're just getting the boxes ready there. I don't know.
Oh, really?
We're good.
Okay. Look at that. All right. I saw shadows coming across my
monitor.
My face.
The monitor there.
They were coming across my face, and I thought it was impending doom.
No.
I thought locusts was going to start coming into Gleason's gym. No. No locusts in Dumbo?
No.
Okay.
No.
Any Dumbos in Dumbo? Flying elephants? Big ears?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
A couple of Dumbo.
Folks, you can call us here at 646-481-5354. We'll be able to field it. This is the first time we're doing this, by the way.
Yeah.
That we'll be able to take your calls. You'll be able to call us in.
Mike Stedman called in. He's the only one brave enough. But he's from the Naval Academy, so he's,
And look at this. We got Miguel Sanchez.
Miguel, call in. Call in. Call us, Miguel. Call us. Say hello. Say hola. Say hola.
Hola. Okay, what
Maybe
bout
you
is
could
the fighter
translate for
from
our
Gold
Spanish
Folks?
fans, Miguel.
All right, somebody wants to know, Eriza Cooper wants to know what bout is the fighter from Gold Folks. Gold Folks, BC.
There ain't no Gold Folks.
I don't think there's a Gold Folks here unless you got some
all
kind
right.
of...
Maybe you're talking about old folks, all right? All right. If you're into watching these old people fighting,
you know what?
You're sick. You need help, all right? Stop asking about senior citizen fighting.
Call us.
All right?
Call us. We'll be able to, if that's the,
You need help.
There's a Gold Gym? Gold Gym, maybe?
Gold folks. Stop it. Okay. By the way, we're up to the 152 pounds.
3 2-minute rounds.
All right, in the red corner.
In the black trunks with the red stripe from the Morris Clark Boxing Club, Wilson Valencia.
And thank goodness he is wearing red and black. We will be able to distinguish him as the red corner fighter.
Right leg. From the Hartford Boxing Center, Lisandro Masonette.
Lisandro
3-2-minute round.
Masonette from Hartford Boxing. Hartford. Isn't that like Connecticut?
Yes, it is.
Maybe that's where the gold folks are from. I don't know. A New York tournament, and we got Hartford, Connecticut coming in.
Right. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, so this is going to be the third bout of the evening. That's Wilson Valencia from Morris Park Boxing Club in the Bronx.
All right, and
And
Wilson
Alessandro
Valencia.
Masonette, yeah, from Hartford.
And look at these guys. These guys are very quick. Good quick hands, good crisp punches, and a little bit of a do-si-do to start the fight. And the queen, Cassie O'Connor, comes in, and she's starting to talk. No surprise there.
All right, so Wilson Valencia with the red. All right, just so we get this straight. And then Masonette with the black.
Now Wilson Valencia is turned to lefty, and now he's righty, and he's letting his hands go.
Nice exchange in the body.
Yeah. And Lisandro made a mistake there. He waited for the ref to call for the break, and when he did, Wilson hit him like a few times. All right. I'll tell you what, that Wilson Valencia is letting his hands go. He looks very strong, and he's working to the body. All right, and Lisandro Masonette in the black with the blue gloves is not bad, but he definitely slowed down a little bit.
Well, Wilson is dictating the pace of the fight, moving in, pushing Lisandro around.
Right.
And
Cassie O'Connor is dictating boxing rules to the fighters, as she usually does. Oh, look at Lisandro Masonette. He got in about 3 or 4 good right hands.
And Masonette again scoring on the inside.
Right. And now the two got tangled up.
I think one of those punches got him going.
Yeah. Masonette is not laying over. And let's see. And Masonette is doing something that's very good. He's thrown to the head, and now Wilson Valencia, who's going to the body, can't quite go to the body. If the guy's throwing punches at your head, there's no way that you're going to just keep going to the body.
Right.
If you're getting tagged in the head, you got to come back to the head too. And Masonette is controlling. That was a good strategic effort. So what I saw. That was good. I like that, because what we saw was Wilson Valencia. He was coming forward with a good head and body attack.
Right.
Head and body attack,
right.
And it was working. And he had Lisandro Masonette kind of stunned, but Masonette made an adjustment just at the end of the round. And Masonette's adjustment was that if Wilson Valencia was coming to the head, Masonette was coming to the body, rather.
Right.
Masonette was coming to the head
Right.
strong, because when you come to the body, your hands have to go down.
Exactly.
Leaving your head open. So Lisandro Masonette started going to the head strong, and now Wilson Valencia cannot go to the body anymore, and now your head and body attack is kind of flawed.
Right.
Right. So now he's got to go back to the head, and then this is where Valencia is now all of a sudden having like a little bit of trouble, because Masonette could handle those head punches by moving his head well. And here comes Masonette, and Masonette is coming in strong. And now Wilson Valencia is lefty now again. He was righty before. He's lefty now, trying to force a lefty-righty conundrum. And Valencia scored with a good left hook. And here comes Valencia again. He's trying to come in strong.
Masonette slipping out of that punch. And again, slipping again, but not really returning anything back.
Right. But some really nice movement. Masonette showing some skills, as is Valencia. I would have called the 1-2 for Masonette, except it really didn't score. It was a good 1-2, but it was blocked.
All right, and share this link, folks, so that other people can watch this. This is, again, Pug Life Chronicles Live. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Also, you can call us. The first time ever that you'll be able to call us here at Pug Life.
All right. Cassie O'Connor is warning the coaches for coaching from the corner. In the amateurs, you are not allowed to coach from the corner. You're not allowed to yell, not like the pros. And that's good. And you know what? Cassie O'Connor should do this, because if these young guys are going to go into national tournaments, they're going to expect to know these rules.
Right.
All right, so Wilson Valencia. Now, Wilson, he has Masonette against the ropes, but he's not really doing anything with it. Masonette seems to be throwing the more effective punches now when they're in arm's length. You know, Wilson had thrown some good punches on the inside before, but not so much anymore. They don't have the same zip that they did in the first round.
You're talking about Valencia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's running out of gas here. And right now, Masonette catches him with a nice right hook and follows now with a nice combination, a punch of like 6 punches, 6-punch exchange,
Right.
and he didn't get anything back.
Right.
Valencia didn't do anything back there. He didn't.
All right. So I have it 1-1 again, George. I have it 1-1 again.
Tough fight. I think Valencia took the first round.
Yeah, I think so. I think he came out strong, you know.
The second round, how did you see that?
I agree with you. I have it 1-1. I think Lisandro Masonette came out, and he really established himself. He established his distance, right? Wilson Valencia is not effective to the body. Wilson is in with the red gloves again, red gear, and Lisandro Masonette is in with the blue gloves and black.
All right, Brian Driscoll says, "What's up, Dave? Let's see some good fights."
Oh, you're seeing some good fights.
Yeah, you see some good fights definitely tonight. And then you have Pip Fuller.
Brian Driscoll. I don't know how I could see it, but right through your text, I could see you have some food between your teeth and you're chewing on some chicken wings. All right. Put those chicken wings down and get a salad, Brian. All right, you lost all that weight and you gained it back. Come on.
All right. And I'm sorry. This is the third and final round now.
Okay. And let's see if Wilson can come back. Wilson like many novice fighters.
And a big right hand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a big right hand by Valencia. She's giving Valencia Masonette an 8 round.
And I was just about to say, Wilson Valencia, like many novice fighters, version of aggressiveness is coming in, and Valencia is charging in. But he's charging in, punching, and Masonette doesn't want to hear it.
Well, you know what it is?
Fighting off the ropes.
Valencia smells blood, and he's going in for the kill.
Wow, I tell you what, he's going for the kill all he wants. Masonette is fighting hard off the ropes and is scoring. And Wilson Valencia has stopped punching and started leaning. And look at that. Masonette is answering.
Masonette hit a nice left hook to the body, a thundering left hook to the body, and follows up with another left hook to the head. And now it looks like Valencia's getting
going the other way. Right.
Wow.
Right. And that was a ferocious exchange. And Masonette did something that I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen him do it on the inside. He actually kind of got sideways and just started setting up for if he's about to throw a hook. Look. I don't know if you can see Masonette's feet, but he's just planting them kind of sideways, like he's on a big heavy bag and throwing punches as hard as he can.
Kind of like a pitch.
Yeah. Exactly. Like he's planting his legs and just throwing as hard as he can. Look at Wilson Valencia. He's just pushing forward with his shoulder. And Cassie O'Connor says, don't push forward with your shoulder. Punch, my man, punch. And this is an exciting fight. Wow. That was a barn burner.
Wow, what an exciting.
It's a good thing we're in New York City and not the suburbs, because somebody's barn would be on fire. All right?
All right, let's give out a couple of shout-outs real quick to Nancy Core. Yeah, Nancy Core. Nancy Hardcore. She's watching us today.
All right, the core doesn't matter.
Somebody says Casey is the best referee ever. You know what? We have to agree with you. She's one of the best in the business.
Right.
Definitely one of the best. And then you have Angie Mendoza.
And although she annoys many people by talking to them and giving them instructions, guess what? You have to know these instructions if you're going to go into the big national tournaments.
Yep.
You have to know these things. So
otherwise
she gets
you lose points. Otherwise you lose points. So it's actually beneficial that you listen to
all New York. All New York.
All New York.
So Cassie is an asset.
So we agree with Jose Davila.
Yes.
And also we'd like to welcome Sam Clare is watching as well.
Sam is it Clear or is it Claire?
Claire.
Okay.
And then we have
clearly it's Claire.
Angie Mendoza. I said it, but we were talking over that.
Mendoza.
So she says it's fire.
Fire. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a good bout.
I think. Did she say fire or did I say barn burner first? Because we're like in sync. We're in sync.
I don't know who said that. We would have to go
NG,
back.
we're in sync.
We would have to go back and review the tape.
All right.
And then we got John Taylor, and John is saying the blue corner all day.
Yeah, I think so. I think Wilson Valencia in red pulled out the first part of the third round, but then lost the last part.
From the blue corner,
John Taylor got it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good
Masonette
fight.
pulls it off.
Yeah.
Sandro Masonette pulls off the win. He came back in the second round with that was it the second or eighth round with the standing 8 count?
The 8th round, George?
No, second or third round.
All right.
Third
I heard 8.
round. Yeah, you're right. I did say that.
Oh, because of the 8 count. You're thinking 8.
8 count.
I got you.
It's
Great minds think alike.
It's been a long day.
I said 8. That sounds familiar.
Give me a break.
But I know we're in an amateur fight.
Yes.
All right.
Well, thank you for joining us again.
Okay.
Call in live again, 646-481-5354. We're testing this new. This is new on the plug.
We're playing around with technology.
Playing around with technology.
Yes.
Today we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube.
Eventually we're going to take over the world, but we got to take over like.
And this is the first time I think in any
Dumbo
boxing.
First,
but this is the first time in any boxing show I think, Dave, that you can call in live.
This is the first time ever. We're groundbreakers. Trendsetters. Bow tie wearing. Well, I'm not with my bow tie today, but you know.
Yeah, we're in a hip area.
We're hip.
So, Puglifechronicles, you join us here.
Right. I'm seeing a hater on the side.
We got haters too.
Stop hating. Stop hating. All right. This guy's wearing his ripped jeans, trying to be all cool. All right. You are cool, but you're just not hip. All right.
He's one of our friends here at Pug Life.
Right. He's making all kinds of faces. As once again, we have totally, just blew him out of the water.
All right, so call us here, 646-481-5354. We'll be able to answer your calls and speak to you live on the air.
All right, we got Begzad Igimov.
Right. I'm sorry, we're live.
Get out of here. Go back. Go back. Tell
him to call the phone number. Call the phone number 646-481-5354. You can talk to us live.
All right, that's our man right there.
Let's take a quick
Ticket.com. It's the easiest way to create, sell, and buy tickets for any event.
All right, so we're back and we're ready to start here. This is the fourth bout of the evening.
Let's go. So in the red corner we have Tahir James. Tahir James.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Tahir, he's in the red corner, red gloves on. He's got the white
trunks.
beater.
That's not a white beater. That's a tank top. That's not a white beater. Come on.
That's what they call. You see white tank tops like that? They call them white beaters. All right.
And then you have. Well, you're gonna have to pronounce that one, brother.
Begzad Igimov
from Underground
BC. And again, we're looking for that Eastern European style.
And this is 152 pounds.
Right.
Is this open?
I believe they're novice. I believe I believe we're novice.
Yeah, I think so. I kind of see that they might be novice.
Right. And you see that Eastern European style. He almost looks like we're in Europe someplace, and he's trying to win the Olympics, except at a much slower pace, of course. The slow Olympics. But he's definitely. He knows if you take a look at these Eastern European fighters, they're well schooled. They have good foot movement. They have all the same moves that the Americans do, but without as much flash. You know,
right?
Kind of like the basketball players, the European basketball players.
But I'll tell you one thing. What I like about the Europeans is that when they plant their feet and they start punching, man, they'll hurt you. They'll put a hurt.
Yeah. They really concentrate on moving their feet, but absolutely plant their feet when they're ready to punch. That's a great point, George. All right, and then we're taking a look at Tahir James. Tahir James.
And he's with the red gloves and the silver trunks.
Right, and he's trying to come forward. He looks like a good athlete that's learning how to box. You know, can you see it, George?
Yeah, he's got a little build on him, you know.
And he's got that athletic balance, like he plays
basketball.
Ball.
Yeah, he's definitely a basketball player.
He's got it with his type of moves. So it's pretty interesting. And this is what's great about New York City is that we do have the Eastern European guys coming in, and they are infiltrating our boxing programs in New York and Brooklyn. And what happens is everybody gets to learn from them. So, so when they go into national tournaments or international tournaments, they've seen this style before. Or when they become pros, it's a great thing. And thank you for Underground Boxing. And we have some boxing in Brooklyn with these Eastern European fighters. They're fantastic.
Yeah, and we see that a lot now here in Gleason's gym, right? We get to see it during this tournament. We've seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
Really exciting to see that these young kids coming up here and young men.
Yeah.
Boxing with different styles here in America.
Let's see how they adjust to each other, George. If
All right, so Tahir in the red corner with the red gloves, and then you have Benzog. Well, how do you say it? Begzog?
Begzod.
Yeah, he's from Underground with the blue.
The Zod that doesn't plod. He's light on his toes. All right.
152 pounds.
Right.
And these are young kids. They look like they're maybe 18, and you saw the switch there from
Tahir James. Right,
Tahir,
and he looks like an athlete. And look what else he's doing. He's kind of pawing with his front hand.
Yes.
And just to mess around with that Eastern European
And then he switches
style.
again to conventional.
Right. So
I like what he's doing. He moves pretty good there. He's switching back and forth. He looks comfortable.
He's really an athlete. You could just see it. He's probably a good dancer too. I'm gonna just assume that he's a good dancer.
I like to say the same. Just looking at him, very smooth, very light on his feet.
Right.
He is switching back and forth, but stays in the conventional boxing stance.
Well, that would have been a knockdown. That he bounced off the ropes after getting hit with the hook. Begzod did.
Yeah.
And Begzod is moving well, but he's not able to land punches. Begzod isn't. And here they go. Here's an exchange. And I think James is a little bit stronger than Begzod, landing stronger punches, although Begzod just landed a good right hand right there. So Begzod is not. So it is the adjustment, George. So Tahir James is switching from righty to lefty, using his athleticism, where he's obviously an athlete, switching from right to left, moving easily out the way of punches, moving around, and throwing good combinations. And Begzod is not able to hit him really right now. So Begzod has to make another adjustment himself.
He definitely has, because if not, this is going to slip away from him.
Right. And I don't know if he won the first round. I don't know if Begzod won the first round. I would say definitely that Tahir James won the second round. I don't know who won the first round, though. Do you have an opinion as to one?
You know what? I have to say that I thought that Tahir James might be
two zip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he moves well.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you guys see it out there? Call us in or type in on Facebook or YouTube.
You're afraid to call because if your voice sounds like a little bit weird to you, if you got that froggy voice. Actually, if you have a terrible voice, we'd rather have you call in because it'll make us feel better. We're open to suggestions.
Right. Okay, and then we have Frankie Garcia there, and Minji Kim. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Minji.
Minji Kim. That sounds like some good food.
And that's coming from a half Asian guy, right? So
that's it.
I got to believe you. All right, so round number 3. And again, Tahir James, with a nice combination that catches a Benzog with a nice right.
And then again, he's switching stances, switching looks, switching distance.
It just seems like the slicker of the two. Like he's got nice movement about himself. Again, goes back to the lefty stance.
Right. And I'll tell you what, I'm kind of impressed with Tahir James in his pure athleticism. I mean, you could teach boxing, but the subtle moves he's making, you can't really teach that. That's got to be something instinct. Although, as I say that, Begzod is coming over with a couple of overhand rights and scored. And Begzod is not leaving this on the table. He's coming forward and he's coming in. And they're saying something to him They're saying, whoa, and I know they're speaking in some sort of Eastern European language, and he's saying, move forward. Move forward. Go get him.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking. He's talking definitely a different language.
All right.
And again, there goes
the coach is imploring him in that Eastern European.
I think that's one of the other boxers, actually. That's not his coach, Dave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's one of the boxers from earlier in the bout. I think
that's his coach. No, that's his coach. You can see him right there in the blue. He's screaming. And you know what? I'm not even going to warn that coach because he scares me. That coach is frightening. I'm going to tell you what. Tahir James is very, very athletic and fun to watch. He looks like he's got some talent there. What gym is he from again?
Tahir's from the Semper Fit Boxing Club.
Semper. So Semper, instead of Semper Fi, Semper Fit. So I know Marines are involved
in that. Yeah, absolutely.
Double dogs. They like barking at each other. They go like this, and they yell the devil dog, and they pat each other on the back and bite other hard things, like just to show off.
Right, great job, man. Great job. Man, this has been an exciting evening so far, Dave.
Yeah, we've seen some stuff over here.
Yeah, that's the fourth bout of the evening, and we have 9 scheduled for this evening. But I mean, so far these 4 bouts have been really exciting.
Yeah.
For these young boxers,
and I like it, and I hope we're getting the views that we were getting before. You're definitely educating yourself. If you're watching with us, feel free to comment or ask questions. This is definitely the better way to educate yourself in boxing. Sometimes some of these boxers that commentate on live pro fights, they get some points out there, and they just say the very minuscule of the point, but we'll go into it a little bit more. So if you have questions about being on the lead foot, back foot, distance, setting up traps, feel free to chime in and call us. George, you got that one call.
One call.
I mean, at
Mike
least
Stedman, he called.
Right. At least we got one.
We got one. It works. We know that it works.
You put the number up there, so feel free to call us. Maybe they're afraid of me, George. They might be afraid that I will make fun of them. Would I do that? If you deserve it, yes, I will. But let's laugh together. I mean, you probably make fun of me too.
All right. So the number's there on your screen. If you want to call us, it's 646-481-5354. Let's go up to the ring for the official announcement.
Yeah, and that was a good fight.
Excellent fight. That's the 4th bout of the evening, and these guys are really good.
I enjoyed that.
The winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Tahir James.
Tahir James.
Yeah, and there you go.
Definitely
Tahir
an
James
athlete.
pulls it off. Excellent job by Tahir.
Right.
And
that's a good lesson. So now let's take a look at from the Eastern European point of view. Here they are. They're in their gym, their underground boxing gym, and they're working with these rules and they're working on this stuff. Do they get to look at somebody like Tahir James who's going to switch on them, play around with different looks, do all kinds of pretty much strange things, foreign things?
But I'll tell you, if I was in that gym, I would want to fight him all the time because that's the guy that's going to push me to get better.
Yeah,
you're going to learn. Get better, to learn.
You have to jump in the pool, all right? You got to get wet if you're going to learn something, and that's what's going on here today. And probably from the commentating, you're probably learning something too.
Absolutely, man.
Okay.
If you want to call us again, you're free to call us. Right now, this is the 5th bout of
some of you out there learning that you disagree with us, but we don't care. Too bad. All right. Now we got George.
Let's take a quick break.
How do you give us a quick.
The best oxtail in Brooklyn, the chef is producing oxtail goat, cow feet.
For the best oxtail in Brooklyn, chef's choice.
Three 2-minute rounds from the red corner. Boxing unattached. Please welcome Jorge Loyola. In the blue corner from Elmore Boxing Club, Kenneth Kusakonki.
Kenneth
Ring
Kuzakanski.
2-minute round.
From Elmcore. Elmcore in Queens.
Yeah, that's Kenneth Kuzakanki.
Kuzakanki.
Yeah, Kuzakanki in the blue corner.
Who's a conky?
He's a conky.
Kuzakanki.
Who's is a conky?
Kuzakanki.
Kuzakanki.
I love these
Yeah, from
names, and
Elmcore.
let's see what kind of styles they got. And Kuzakanki's running in with the Kuzakanki drive. All right.
And then you have Jorge Villela in the red corner.
Who isn't yellow?
He's a nice fella.
Absolutely.
All right. Pat King, thank you for joining us tonight on Puglifechronicles.
All right. Wow. Two hard body shots by Kuzakanki.
Kuzakanki in the blue with the blue gloves.
Blue gloves, yeah.
Yep.
Blue gloves, grayish.
Tank
Well,
top.
let's call it grayish blue tank top.
Yep.
Right.
It depends on how you see it on your screen at home.
Right.
And then you have George Villela with the white headgear, red gloves, all black.
Right.
Or Jorge.
Right.
Little pushing match there.
Yes. And this is and he's still on 152 pounds. And they are head to head, literally.
Yeah, this is the last one of the 152. Then we're
Right.
stepping up in weight.
And this is a good novice match. These two guys are full of heart and not that much skill, but skill enough to throw hard punches. So they both can throw hard punches. They both have They both have a decent defense. They know how to keep their hands up, but they are swinging for the fences. And believe it or not, we have the righty-lefty conundrum going on there. I didn't realize that George Villella's fighting lefty.
Well, he switched it momentarily. He's there. He is. All right, he's switching.
Did he come out righty? I thought he came out
when he
righty.
when he was on the ropes, he switched up a little bit. And I
Okay.
think we've seen that a lot more and more with the amateurs, and I think it's a great thing to do.
Absolutely. A lot of pro fighters are doing it. It's very interesting. It's a lot of fun. Who's the big guy doing it right now? Is Terrence Crawford. But Terrence Crawford kind of like starts off righty, goes lefty, and then stays lefty. Terrence Crawford can switch from righty to lefty easily. So I like that. You know.
Quick couple shout outs here. Dave.
Shout them out.
All right. Let's see who we got here. Oh, it's just comments here. Just comments. Yeah, everybody making good comments here.
Right.
Okay,
Minji Kim is going for Ken.
Yeah, for Ken. And she says Coach Greg. So
Kuznatski.
Yeah.
Kuzikan.
All right, so you guys want to join us live here with commentating? You could either do it on Facebook, YouTube, or you can call us in live.
Right.
As we start the second round
Your
here.
opinions are welcome.
And Perfect Gaming 1 says hello on YouTube Live.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
And then George is coming out. He is coming out righty again. And Kuzakanki is coming forward like a football player. He got caught with the left hand. George is back to a lefty and landing some left hands. Kuzakanski he's kind of like in the middle of what he wants to do. Like he comes inside, but then he smothers his punches. That's one of the novice mistakes that most novice fighters make. They just don't seem to have enough.
And George Villela has Kuzakanski on the corner pinned and just right there. Nice hook with a left hook.
Right.
This comes in again with a nice left hook.
More like an overhand.
Overhand.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
A little bit of a
haymaker type.
Yeah, it's those in between punches. You know, Kuzakanski, he's got to decide what he wants to do. There you go.
Well, one thing he's got to decide is not to lean on those ropes because I think that's what George Villela just takes.
And he's leaning forward. All right, so this is what we're talking about: front foot, back foot. So if you look at Kuzakanski, he's stuck on his front foot.
Yes,
so he's making inside moves. Those are inside moves, but he's on the outside.
Yep.
So that's where he's having a problem.
That's very good, Dave, by the way.
Thank you.
You're pointing that out.
Thank you very much. I don't do this for a living, but I play one on TV. Well, all right.
I think that's what's causing him to be off balance.
Yeah. And what it is like you can only fight in there on the inside, and Jorge is really teeing off, and he's got the right distance. So this is a fight about getting the right distance where you're comfortable punching and the other person isn't. And this is something where Kuzakanski could Kuzakanki, I can't say his name. Ken.
He knows that.
Kuzakanki. All right. This is something that Kuzakanki has to learn. All right. If you're on your front foot, front foot.
Right.
You got your head leaning forward, right? And now the person has distance. If you have your head leaning forward, you have to be able to right away put your head on one side or the other side of the person so they can't hit you. If the person is a full stride away from you or a step away from you and you have your head leaning forward, it is there to be hit. And that's being on your front foot, making inside moves on the outside.
Right. No good.
You are going to get hit. And that's what exactly happened with George. And George
Kuzakanski actually was the one that was doing that, and George took advantage. George Variella took advantage of that.
Yeah, Villela basically got enough distance from him and just started teeing off. And that's what happened over there. You know, if you're going to put your head in, you have to be on the inside. All right, that was a good thing. You could see Kenneth. I'm going to just say Kenneth Kuz. He's basically constantly putting his head down, and you can't put your head down on the outside. You have to be on your back foot on the outside, or you have to have some sort of balance.
And George really doing a number here in this round, just going off and just really scoring a lot. And Kenneth Kuzakanski not really answering back, breathing a little hard.
And George is doing the opposite. George is he's staying on his back foot.
Right.
He's letting that space come in, and he's waiting for whether he knows or not, Ken to put his head down, and then he's teeing off. He's giving himself that right enough distance. Now they're both on this side, and George is fighting on with the inside, and so is Ken. Ken should be a little bit better on the inside because he does all that fighting to get on the inside. But there you go.
Nice. That's what we're talking about. That's what Kenneth needs to concentrate more on. Went to the body and staying on the back foot, like you said, Dave, and he was able to score there.
Well, he made an inside move on the inside and scored on the inside.
Right.
That's what he needs to do. So he's on the inside here, but now what did he do? He got squared away on the ropes. So he's square on the ropes, and he's not able to. He's still smothering himself.
And that's where George really shines, when he puts him on the ropes and he starts going off.
And if you take a look at George's stance, I don't know if you can see it, but George's stance, he keeps his stance on the inside. Meanwhile, Kenneth is his feet are squared away. They're not under him. They're not ready to punch. They're not ready to get his body there to deliver the punch. So let's for Kenneth's friends out there, give him this message. You know, he's making inside moves on the outside, and it cost him a lot of pain and punishment. That's basically what it did.
All right, so just a couple of other shout-outs. We got some people here.
All right, shout them out.
Yeah, we got, let's see who we got here. All right, Christian Otero is here with us. He's joining us.
Right.
He says Coach Juan Otero. Yeah, we did shout him out before.
Okay.
All right.
That's
John Picone. John, that's a buddy of mine. He's my insurance agent, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Johnny, thank you for joining us, man.
Johnny, that little shout out there?
Yeah, and I give him a plug, too.
Right.
You want John Picone to do your life insurance? That's the guy you got to call. Look him up.
Life insurance or car insurance?
Life insurance.
Life insurance.
Life insurance.
All right.
John, put up your number. They can call you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's
put
see
up
who
your
else.
number. Go ahead.
Awesome commentary in his second fight, I think. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's from Minji Kim.
Minji Kim.
Thank you for joining us again.
Minji's rooting for Jonathan, I think. Hey, listen, Minji, get that information to him. He's making inside moves on the outside. That's a big no-no in boxing, all right? You're on your front foot. You're putting your head forward, and you're nowhere near the guy. The guy will pick you apart. It's not like he doesn't see your head moving from here to here.
Right.
You know, if you're on the inside and you move your head here, the guy can't see you.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you're fighting like that and you're fighting with your front foot and you're on the outside, isn't there a balance issue?
Yeah, there's a balance issue. Right. You're absolutely – now the guy's baiting you and playing around with you, and you're stuck on your front foot.
Right.
It's very hard to move forward. Yeah, it's very hard to
retreat
move back. That's a balance issue.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Good point there, George.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I watch a little boxing once in a while.
All right, let's hear it from you guys.
I think I watch it with you. Okay.
All right, so we're going to go up to the ring for the official announcement.
By unanimous decision, once again, in the red corner, Jorge Canada.
All right.
Jorge looked very good.
So,
very good.
he pulls it off just like we said, and
Right.
I think it had a lot to do with what you were talking about.
Right.
Fighting on the front foot, but executing from a back. Or,
Right.
right? You're trying to
Right.
execute from a
Right.
back position, but you're fighting
Right.
on the inside.
Well, what happened with George?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, with
You know what I
George. It's basically he had the guy on his front foot. He went on his back foot to adjust. Now what happens is Ken can't reach him, and now as he leans forward a little bit more to try to reach him, bang, you're getting hit. That's what it is.
And you know what,
staying on
Dave?
your back foot just enough to bait him in, and that's the trap. That's the trap.
And I'll tell you one thing, Dave, that I think that to make the mistakes, you want to make them here as an
Yes.
amateur.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
And this is
Right.
the ground to cultivate and correct these things.
Absolutely. And to go after somebody who you never sparred before,
Right.
a completely different style, how are you going to do? How are you going to adjust? What are
Right.
you going to do? And this kind of stuff is experience that you can't buy. You can go to a gym and work out. You're training with people, but this you cannot. It's priceless.
And
It's
you got to listen
absolutely
to your coach in the corner
Right.
as well. That was our fifth bout of the evening. We have the sixth one that's coming up out
Right,
of 9
4 more.
bouts. Guys, do me a favor. Come over here for a second.
Hey, we got kids. Hey,
Yeah, we got kids here in the boxing gym.
Right.
I want to show you. This is my son's shirt. Look at this shirt. Isn't that a great shirt? Look.
Pug life.
That's a Pug Life shirt. That's Daniel
What
joining us
kind of
here.
life? And who's this guy? Nicky right here?
That's Nick.
Nick.
That's Nick. That's
Don't show your shirt. There's nothing on your shirt.
no, he's got a horse.
Oh, he's got
Polo,
a horse.
Polo.
We don't want that. We don't want you beating boxers up with sticks. All right?
All right.
Nicky, don't do that. All right? All right. First of all, you're on a horse, so that's an advantage right there. And you, my man, don't bring dogs in the ring, okay?
No, only
puggers.
Puggers.
Puggers can come in.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
All right.
My
So
boys.
So
Dedicated.
Let's see what do we got here.
All right, we're going up to
Hey,
165.
check that out. Definitely Hall of Fame commentators for years to come. Who are they talking about?
They can't be talking about us.
What are they talking about? Thank you, Christian. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, and there you go. There goes John Picone. Thank you for putting your stuff.
We're ready for a 165-pound
Little plug there.
female bout. Once again, 3 2-minute rounds. In the red corner, from the Mendez Boxing
All right.
Club in the
Minji
black
Kim heard the
belt,
tips.
Esteban
Excellent, Minji. All right.
In the blue corner, boxing unattached in the red, white, and blue, Rolando Rose.
All right.
All right, so we're stepping up in weight now.
Right.
Esteban Noyola from the Mendez Boxing Gym in the red.
Right,
And
Mendez.
then you have Rolando Rove. He's unattached. He's not with the gym, but he has the red, white, and blue shorts.
And he's got
Nice headgear.
That headgear is what do you call that? Metallic,
Fire.
man.
Yes,
Ooh,
fire.
that thing is just shiny.
Fire.
I like it.
So
I would
do
be
I.
afraid to wear that. It's hard to miss. You know, he's probably, unless he's got heaven. Wow, and he's got some nice movement. He does.
Esteban going straight to the body right away.
Right, and Rolando Rowe looks like he has some foot movement, and he's moving back. We've seen Rolando Rowe in the
Yes, we have.
in the ring masters, definitely.
Yes, we have.
And Esteban Noyola is letting his hands go, coming forward, and he is. Now this is something that we're talking about. He knows how to make moves, his inside moves on the inside.
Casey's saying to keep up the punches, but I don't know if I saw any low blows there in that exchange. And, Rolando wearing
I
this,
certainly didn't feel it.
Rolando wearing that D-Lion shirt. But I'll tell you, the one that's coming out roaring right now is Esteban.
Right.
With his vicious body attack right now.
Right.
And pegging Rolando Rowe against the ropes in the corner and just teeing off on the body, Dave.
Right. Yeah, and he's making good inside moves. See, he's leaning. So Esteban Noyola is this is a good fight. You want one if you could have your fighter fight an Esteban Noyola, you definitely want him to fight that because he's a tough fighter. He's going to push you forward, try to pin you against the ropes, and beat you up and make it rough. And you know what? If you're a boxer, you've got to have a few of these fights under your belt.
And tell you what, Dave, what you were talking about earlier in the previous fight about fighting on the front foot, you're going to see that here with Esteban really moving in on the inside. Once he gets on the inside and pins Rolando, you see that weight shift and putting Rolando, not letting him go anywhere, and he's able to tee off.
Absolutely. So this is a case where the front foot fighter is doing well against the back foot fighter. And Esteban Noyola is looking to make those moves, but he's coming in with his moves, and then he's making Rolando Rowe pay with vicious body shots, although Rolando Rowe is not letting up at all and has been fighting the whole time.
Wow, what an exciting, fast-paced first round that was, Dave.
Absolutely, and that was a lot of fun. If you like boxing, you like this fight. How can you not? How can you not?
Right, absolutely, man. Wow, that was exciting, I'll tell you. A couple of another shout-outs. Le Maurice Murel, Team Lupin. She says Team Lupin.
Lupin is Noyola's trainer.
There you go. All right, and then Airto Smith, he says, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, and then Sandin Nashiman says good body work. Yes, we agree.
Absolutely.
We definitely agree. You can call us here at 646-481-5354, and we will take you live on the air to commentate with us as well.
If you want. If you want to give it a shot.
Yeah, if you want to give it a shot. You want to come. It's not easy, folks.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
But somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it.
All right. Now
Bug Life is here doing it.
Let's see. And Noyola comes out again. And let's point out, too, that to fight on your front foot like that and keep pushing forward definitely takes a lot of effort. It ties out. Oh, there we go. Right, yeah. And now look at Rolando Rowe. Rolando Rowe is making an adjustment. You see his adjustment?
Yes.
It is a right uppercut. He's trying to catch.
Wow. And you see that?
Wow. And that looks like
Rolando Rowe got stunned with that right from Esteban.
Right.
Stops him momentarily, but doesn't get the 8 count.
No. And look at Rolando Rowe. They told him, listen, Esteban is leaning forward, hit him with the right uppercut. And Rolando Rowe is trying to do it. And Esteban is still pushing forward, leaning in, and not smothering his punches. Esteban.
But Rolando Rowe getting tagged on the left side of his face with that right hook that Esteban keeps throwing and throws it again.
Right.
He can't miss. He's just really striking at will. And Rolando Rowe not really finding the answer to this problem.
Right. But Rolando Rowe is doing the right thing. He's moving, and he's trying to establish a jab, and he's trying to catch Esteban Noyola coming in. But Esteban is coming forward. Oh, Esteban is starting to get hit with a couple of punches there.
Yes, he did. He did get caught. Rolando Rowe's a strong guy, too, so you don't want to sleep on him either.
Right. And Esteban better stay close, because if he doesn't stay close, Rolando Rowe is quick enough and savvy enough to eat him up outside. So, but Esteban stays in and scores with the right hand and scores again with the right hand. It looks like he scored 3 times with that right hand. And Rolando Rowe is trying desperately to keep Esteban off of him. Good moves by Rolando Rowe.
Yes.
Good
and
moves.
Again.
Right. And there goes Rolando Rowe. Can he keep him off?
And that's exactly what he's got to do.
And as soon as you see it, George, as soon as he gets the space, he starts landing Rolando Rowe.
Yes, and Rolando Rowe really did a great job here in the second round. Wow, with those uppercuts. Did you see that last uppercut?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pulling him off.
now you have something, and this is why most people do not fight like Esteban Noyola, because if you're going to fight like that, it's do or die.
That's correct.
It's do or die. You either get on the inside, or because if you're on the outside, you're going to get caught, and it's going to hurt.
It's going to get ugly.
It
might be an early night.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to get. Ooh, you might land up with your feet.
And I'll tell you what, Rolando Rowe looked like he threw everything he had.
Right.
You know, in that second round. But you know what? That's exactly what he's got to do to keep this guy off of him.
I still think Esteban Noyola won the first 2 rounds. I think he won the first 2 rounds.
He's a pressing fighter.
Yeah.
He's coming in. He's making the fight happen.
He's probably getting points just for that in the amateur style.
How do you guys see that? You let us know.
Right.
If you see it anything different. Here we got a call.
Yeah. All right.
Call from.
Mike,
To accept, press.
All right, we got Mike on the line.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, how are you? Welcome to Plug Life.
Say the guy in black shorts. It seems like he's using good footwork.
You're talking about Esteban Nayola.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right.
That's Esteban Nayola. That's the one with the black shorts. You're saying he's got good footwork? We lost him.
We lost him.
Yeah, we lost him. You know what it is? I think he's not hearing. He's not hearing. He's probably hearing the feedback.
Absolutely. Yeah, you might have your volume up too much.
Yep.
All right. In the meanwhile, Rolando Rowe is getting a little bit of space and starting to land his jab. And when he lands his jab, Esteban Nayola has a hard time coming in.
Not only that, I like what Rolando Rowe is doing also. He's with that uppercut.
Yeah,
he's really scoring.
absolutely.
He's got like 3 uppercuts just in the last few seconds there.
Right. And he's trying to keep that space. Now, Esteban Nayola has to move left to right. He's just moving in forward. And he's bending forward. He has to move to each side. His head movement is only up and down and only leaning forward.
Another uppercut by Rolando Rowe.
This is a big round for Rolando Rowe.
Excellent round for Rolando. And this is 165 pounds for those of you that are asking out there.
And Rolando's got to get more snap on the jab because that's what's going to keep him up. Rolando scored with a good right hand, and Esteban hasn't pinned on the ropes. And when Esteban hasn't pinned on the ropes, there's nothing Rolando Rowe could do.
And Rolando looks like he's tired. He was looking at the referee for some help, but you know what it is? You got to punch your way out of that. And there, just like that, you got to put the work in. That uppercut works when you got this guy to push him off of you. But again, Esteban just relentless coming in. And what an exciting third round.
Look at that.
This has been, Dave.
If you like boxing, this is what you love, right? This is the fight you want. If you love boxing, this is the fight you want to see. There's no doubt in my mind. This is great. And again, I cannot stress the importance enough of watching amateur boxing to break down ideals and idioms and thought processes of the fighters and how it's going to go. That was a great fight. And to me, Rolando Rowe won that third round big, and maybe some of the judges thought that he won the second round because he was coming back in the second round. So I think we're going to have our first split decision here.
Well, yeah, I can see that. And there goes Esteban getting checked out by the ring doctor.
Right.
Wow, what an exciting evening we have of boxing here, amateur boxing here in Gleason's gym out of Brooklyn, New York.
Right. Now, Esteban, he makes for great fights, but he has to move his head side to side. He cannot just keep leaning forward like that and pushing his way in. I mean, he's a strong guy, but you're taking punishment unnecessarily. And Rolando Rowe, that is the best learning fight for you.
Right.
All right, because what you did right, when you did it right, it was on point.
I'll tell you one thing. That's what the Pug Life is about, man. This guy was really going in there. He was really grinding in that fight. That was a grinding, tough fight for Rolando.
And when he landed his jab, that gave him an opportunity. When Rolando Rowe landed his jab, that gave him a great opportunity to land that right hand and that right uppercut. It was beautiful.
All right, let's go to the ring for the official announcement.
The winner by unanimous decision.
Oh, no split decision.
From the red corner, Esteban Nayola.
Casey got a little confused there, but
Casey's just like holding up everybody's hand. And Casey should, because both of those guys won that fight.
That was a great job. Great job. Yeah. Great job. Excellent job by Esteban Nayola and pulling it off a win here against Rolando Rowe in the sixth bout of the evening.
And we hope that we're hoping that these young puggers go on our site, watch the fights, listen to our commentary, and see what we see. You know,
right.
I know you have in your mind that you're trying to do certain things. We understand that, but heck, a little free coaching,
doesn't hurt, right?
It doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt.
All right, and
it's our opinion. And if you don't agree with us,
call us.
Hey,
or write something on Facebook or YouTube.
No problem.
We don't mind. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
We got Carlos Ortiz watching. Thank you for joining us. And John Taylor said, by the way, he called with a question mark. He wasn't sure, but he said, because like you and I said, that could have been a split decision. But he said the red corner. He said Esteban, and you were right.
Right, Esteban Noyola. Yeah.
Yeah, Noyola pulled that off.
Right.
Dave Williams, thank you for joining us. Yes, this is the 165 class. We still have more boxing coming up.
We got 3 more in the 165s. And
3
these
more
guys
bouts.
are hard-hitting, strong dudes. Oh, he said, watch the footwork from Greg Arden's gym. Arden Sweet Science.
Wow, this guy
Giovanni.
This guy does not look like he's 165 pounds.
I'll tell you what, Giovanni Daly just pointed over to us, and he said, watch the footwork from Arden Sweet Science. He's got Greg Chino Arden in his corner, and he says he's sweet. All right. He's gonna be in the blue corner, Giovanni Daly, and in the red corner is gonna be Daniel
Varela.
From the red corner, boxing out of Gleason's Athletic Club, Daniel Varela. In the blue corner from Arden Sweet Science, Giovanni Daly.
So who was that? Giovanni that said watch the footwork?
Yeah, he pointed to me. He pointed to his feet. He danced around, and we're going to see. We're going to see what he's got.
Maybe he's gone to the drawing board.
And he's from Arden Sweet Science. Arden Sweet Science is also a kickboxing gym besides a boxing gym.
Right.
And Greg Chino Arden is like a triple degree black belt who can kick cement pillars and bring them down. I think they had to move out of the neighborhood because he kicked down all the streetlights as a kid.
All right, so here we go. Round number 1, 165 pounds.
And look at Giovanni Daly, and he's very fast. He's very quick.
Nice jab on the inside real quick for Giovanni Daly.
Giovanni Daly has the blue gloves on and he's dressed all in white. And from the red corner, you have Daniel Varela, who's unfortunately in blue trunks, but has red gloves, red headgear, and it's got a little movement himself. He looks pretty sharp.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he's
looks
pretty
like
sharp.
he's got some experience.
Yeah.
And these are what, novice?
They don't look novice to me.
They don't look novice to me either.
Yeah.
You see that little shuffle from Daniel?
I'm going to just assume they're open because they look very sharp.
Oh,
look at those punches. Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
And did you hear that right here? Right near us.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and there goes Giovanni Daly with some really thundering.
Get some back.
Yeah, thundering body shots.
These got to be open fighters.
Yeah, there's definitely
have to be
some thundering punches here, Dave.
And look at Varela. He's got those good reflexes. He's just moving his head just a touch. He looks like a pro boxer when he's slipping these punches.
Oh, you're talking about
Varela in the red. Yeah. Look at his movement. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Giovanni Daly slipping and throws a kiss and gets a warning for throwing the kiss.
That was a nice rollback. Oh my goodness, that was a rollback right hand, and he almost caught Giovanni, but Giovanni said, haha, you're not catching me with that. But look at that. Oh, look at this. Look at the footwork. Here we go. Uh-oh. These guys look good.
These are definitely seasoned guys right here.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely seasoned guys.
Wow. Good lead hook by Giovanni. Look at that. And I tell you, wow. Wow, these are
great match. The great opening round for these two, for Daniel Varela and Giovanni Daly.
And the technique is legit on both sides. This is legit technique. You know, these two have beautiful technique. Beautiful. These two are fun to watch. And not only do they have good technique, but when they throw their punches, they are throwing some hard, crisp, hurtful punches.
With power and conviction. With definitely power and conviction.
And speed, lightning speed.
And these guys, I dare say, these guys they're definitely, I think, in my opinion, they're open class fighters.
They have to be.
And these are the boxers that you're going to see now, right?
Right.
That may be future
pros. Absolutely.
And you're watching them here on Puglifechronicles.
Yeah. And if you take a look, and if you want to know the difference between movement with seasoned fighters and unseasoned fighters, what you're going to see here is that when they make a move, they're ready to punch. All right? They don't just move to get out of the way with a punch. They move with bad intentions, meaning that they're setting up punches. So every single move that you see, the chess game being played out, you see it with a punch in there. And Daniel Varela, I'm looking. See, you saw him.
Nice.
He made the move. He ducked and he punched with that.
Yeah, and he did, and he punched to the body, but blocked by Giovanni Daly. Giovanni Daly in the white, and this is a 165-pound open. We're assuming is open class.
We got it. They have to be open.
Definitely.
They look
definitely.
really good.
These guys look legit.
Yes. Look at that. And Varela is really interesting. I'd like to see both of these guys as pros.
Definitely.
Varela has an awkward style. He moves his body in different places.
It's awkward, but it's actually nice to see, Dave.
Yeah,
it's actually entertaining to watch.
Right.
And a nice hook, uppercut on the inside.
Off of a hook, yeah.
Off of a hook, yeah.
Yeah. Off of a body hook, a la Mike Tyson's favorite combination. And look at Giovanni.
Giovanni trying to answer with his own uppercut.
Yeah, nice.
Wow, these guys, this is a great match right now.
Right.
This is definitely a chess match of boxing.
And Varela knows how to push, hold, and then still throw punches, but referee Redbeard is gonna take him apart. I believe it. Wow, look at that.
Wow, nice uppercut from Giovanni Daly.
Right. And Giovanni Daly's looking for that half an uppercut, that up jab that he's trying to shoot through the middle of the guard. You see he's shooting from a low position. And, wow. And Giovanni definitely scored with a couple. And Daniel Varela is to me, this is an interesting fight. I give the first 2 rounds to Giovanni Daly, but what I like about Daniel Varela is that he's dangerous.
Right.
He's dangerous. He to me he's a smidgen like from completing his style. Like
right.
he puts himself in precarious, weird positions. You know, he's leaning over, but his feet are there, and it seems like from any position he's
able to throw a punch. Yeah,
throw not
Absolutely.
just a punch, but a knockout punch,
yes.
and a hard, quick punch, a powerful punch.
Yep.
So he's an interesting guy. I mean, you put 8-ounce gloves on him, and you put him in the pros, and he gets that style. He's going to be somebody who's very, very entertaining and good to watch.
Actually, both of these gentlemen, but Daniel Varela is definitely a little bit different. He brings something totally different.
Oh, yeah,
I have never seen anything like that.
No, it's just weird.
And I like it.
Yeah.
I kind of like the style.
It's like
different.
fighting a ninja or something like that. It's like a cartoon character.
I like it.
He's like a Spider-Man ninja type of guy.
All right, round number 2 in this exciting bout this evening for Daniel Varela from Gleason's Athletic Club here with the red gloves. And then you have Giovanni Daly from Art and Sweet Science with the blue gloves, all white.
Right. And look at Giovanni Daly. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Giovanni Daly threw a lot of punches, but then Varela caught him with the right hand that just stopped Giovanni right in his tracks. Because I'm telling you, this guy, Daniel Varela, is dangerous.
Absolutely. Dave, I'm really enjoying this evening of boxing.
And Giovanni's greased lightning. And you know what? I'm glad he told me to watch his feet because he does move well.
Both of these gentlemen move well. What an exciting evening of boxing so far. This is the 7th bout of the evening. You got Daniel Varela from Gleasons right here, hometown fighter. He's with the red.
Look at Giovanni baiting. Giovanni, he was just baiting him. He just dared him to hit him, putting his head all the way forward like that. These two got some style.
This is a great match right here, Dave.
These two are. I think they are worthy of your bow tie. They have style.
I like that. Nice uppercut, but a nice answers back. Does Giovanni?
Right. And look at Daniel Varela. He's looking for the Tyson right hook to the body, right uppercut.
Yes, he did that again, just as you mentioned it.
Well, he went with the straight under over, meaning that he hit the body and then came straight with right.
And I like how he's slipping also the punches that Giovanni Daly. It's like almost like he's seeing them. He's like the Matrix, man.
I tell you what, Varela lined him up for a couple. Speaking of traps, he lined him up a couple times where he pulled his head back and threw his right. And Giovanni Daly is just too quick to get hit by. But if he gets hit by one of those punches, it's definitely going to hurt.
You see that?
That
he
was
slipped those three last punches there, man. What a great.
Amazing.
Wow. I like this guy.
Wow.
I like Daniel Varela. I like to see him and also Giovanni Daly. He's no slouch. Neither one of these guys. I see these guys going to the pros.
Oh, they're grease lightning.
Absolutely.
They're grease lightning. They throw hard punches. They have footwork. They have style. These guys are really two good fighters.
How do you guys see it? Let us know. Give us.
No way can they be novice. No way.
All right, let's see. Look at this. We got some people here
on the YouTube. What
yeah,
are
on
they saying?
YouTube. Yeah, you have Perfect Gaming 1. He says I do boxing as well, but no at a club, more as a hobby. All right, Muhammad Ali leans back.
Okay.
That was his fight style when you walk into his punches. He goes, he subscribed to us. Thank you for subscribing there.
Hey, thank you.
Perfect Gaming 1. And then you have Young Zhang. He says, what state is this live? This is New York. New York. This is in Brooklyn.
And more important than New York, it's in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All right, that's a little more important. Let's put that stamp on it. New York's big. This is Brooklyn.
And I'm sorry I didn't see this, but Young Zhang, he says black shorts cutting off the ring. That was in the last fight. And yes, it is live.
Yeah, it's live. That's why we didn't answer you right away.
Right, no, it's just I wasn't looking at the comments, but now I am. Sorry, I didn't pay attention to that.
Apologize.
And then Perfect Gaming says that he has more power than he thinks, and he's talking about these two gentlemen.
Right.
From the blue corner, Giovanni Daly.
Wow. Yes, we agree with that.
Wow, you thought Giovanni Daly won?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I saw it different. I saw Daniel Varela moving around a lot more and
no. Giovanni was the dancer.
Yeah, I was looking more towards we did comment on the right fighters, but what I'm saying is I thought that Daniel Varela was actually winning the fight. In my opinion, he was winning the fight.
I don't think you said that, George. Were you saying that before?
Yes. Yeah. How did you guys see it? How did you guys see it out?
All right, George. You
kind of Facebook and YouTube.
George did a 180 or a 360 or some sort of spin,
I did a Daniel Varela.
I don't know what he was doing. I think he's got the fighters confused.
All right, and just one thing. Let me just say something. There are no female boxers this evening.
No.
None that are scheduled to fight on the fight card. We don't see any.
Right.
So in case you're wondering.
We looked. We didn't find them, though.
What else do we have here? Someone wants to know. Kevin Harris, thank you for joining us. Is anyone from the Blue Boy fighting? Unfortunately, no, but we do have somebody from Connecticut. You had a couple people. You had Lissandro Masonet that won earlier this evening on the third bout. You can catch that on the replay. And then you also have somebody else from Hartford Box. That's Raymond Sierra. And he's going to be up on the next bout coming up right now.
Right. Raymond Sierra in the blue corner and Luis Ferraras Otones, YMC of Yonkers, where they sometimes go bonkers.
Bout number 8 in the red corner from the YMCA of Yonkers, Luis Ferreras Otanez. In the blue corner from Hartford Boxing Center, Raymond Sierra. 3 2-minute rounds.
All right, so thank you joining us us here on YouTube Live and Facebook Live.
And George and I are live.
Yes, we are live. You can call us too also at 646-481-5354. This is the 8th bout of the evening with Luis Ferreras.
And here we go with the lefty-righty conundrum, but more important to George and I, the corner color disaster conundrum. All right. So in the red corner, you have red shirt, red gloves. All right, and that's
Luis Ferreras.
Luis. Ferreras. And then in the blue corner, with the only thing that he has in blue is the gloves, is Raymond Sierra, and he's from Hartford.
Right, all the way from Connecticut out here to Brooklyn, New York.
All right, so they come out. Raymond Sierra looks like he's got a good classic boxing style, boxer puncher type style. And the lefty-righty conundrum is Luis Otones. And he's lefty, and he looks a little wild. He looks strong, but he looks a little wild.
You meaning with Luis?
Yeah, Luis. You know, He throws like a looping left hand, but he looks he looks strong though.
I'll tell you what, he does have. He looks like he packs a power punch, and throwing it with conviction. Whereas Raymond is really not. He's just pouring out there.
Right.
But if you get caught by Lewis's punch, you're gonna feel it, man. You know, he looks like he has a knockout punch.
But I'll tell you what, Raymond Sierra has really good eyes. Like when I'm watching him, as every time Lewis comes in there to punch, he really picks off every punch. Look at his eyes and watch him pick off the punches.
Oh yeah, he's definitely zoned in.
Right, he does not get hit. He's a sharp boxer puncher. Sierra is, and Luis Ordonez is strong. You know,
definitely.
So that's what we got.
All right, so send Michael Perello says great memories training in that ring. He was training in this ring, Michael, out here in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And let's
Are you
go
sure
to
it's this ring? Because Gleason's recently moved.
Yes.
So I think they all got all new rings.
So
all right.
Just let us know. And then Young Zhang says this looks like a typical street fight.
No, this is a boxing match. I don't think so. No, we're going to disagree with you.
They throwing punch for punch, says Perfect Gaming.
Punch. I don't know. If you look at the strategy is Raymond Sierra is a boxer puncher moving backwards, looking to establish his jab, and looking to sneak punches in, sometimes between punches. And if you look at Luis Ordonez, he's kind of a guy who's just kind of a bull, very strong, and wants to come in and just land his left hand. So if you look at
Lewis pinning Raymond Sierra on the ropes and scoring.
Right, he scored a couple times there.
He scores with a headbutt too, right there.
Right. Well, you know what? Sierra headlocked him, so I'm all for if somebody headlocks you, headbutt him. All right, so Sierra scores with not the whole 1-2-3 combination, but the 3 of the 1-2-3.
There's something about Sierra, I think the footwork, that he's off. I'm not sure.
I'm liking Sierra. Oh, there's an 8 count. All right, so like I said, Sierra is a boxer puncher. He's a boxer puncher, and you know he has some skill because he's slipping the punches. He's trying to establish a jab and trying to establish combinations. Meanwhile, Luis Ordonez is kind of like a little bit more of a bull.
And Sierra coming through right away as soon as the 8 count was over. Jumps right on Luis Sierra. Trying to, I think he sees blood, and I think he's going to go for the knockout.
Right. Yeah.
Or for another standing 8. Has him pinned against the ropes again. And another standing 8 count. No. And that's it.
Right.
The fight is called.
Right.
The fight is called, and what you saw there, the fight is called.
Right.
The fight is called, and what.
Right.
We didn't see the replay, folks, but
we tried.
Wow, great job.
Technology. Okay. So Sierra is a box puncher, and then Sierra is extremely tall and has extremely long arms. So he kind of got his distance, and when he saw a weakness, he let his hands go. And quite frankly, he stood just outside of Luis Ordonez's reach, and he let his hands go. You know, and if you could hit somebody and they can't hit you, you know, that's
how you win.
yeah, you're gonna win that exchange.
All right, and Jans Cinti Miller says blue is.
I think Jacinti.
Yes, blue is smooth with his style.
Smooth
criminal. All right.
Smooth.
And who else we got here? And then Young Zing says the footing is a little off. Yeah, we agree a little bit, but you know these are amateurs. These are not professionals.
And these are novice. These are novice fighters.
Exactly.
Obvious novice fighters.
And he wants to know. Perfect Gaming wants to know: has there ever been a KO liver shot in this ring before? I'm sure there has been.
I'm sure you did a Perfect Gaming. I'm sure you're trying to bring out something that you've done in here.
All right. The second round, the winner from the blue corner, Raymond Sierra.
Good job by Raymond Sierra with the stoppage.
All right, yeah, let's hear it for it. Come on.
And Yeah. Young Zhang said he was standing square, and that's probably why he got caught. And he says he doesn't see that too often. Perfect Gaming says he doesn't see the liver shot too often. And yes, this was a good fight. This has been a really exciting evening of boxing, Dave.
We see some great styles. Some guys were there, and this is good because this is a local tournament. So the people in New York City that are really trying to establish themselves are doing it, you know.
And we got the last bout of the evening. The last bout of the evening is coming up, folks. We're going to take a quick 6-second commercial, and we'll be right back.
Ticket.com. It's the easiest way to create, sell, and buy tickets for any event.
All right, so we're back, and thank you for joining us here at Puglifechronicles. This is, by the way, you can call us live if you want to talk with us. You can contact us live here at 646-481-5354, and we will put you live on the air with us. You can commentate with us.
Hey, George, why don't you let the other kid do one round?
Yeah,
let him do one round.
Nick.
Hey, Nick, do one round. Go ahead. Do a round. Go ahead. Get over there and do it. You know what? You got to push these kids because let's face it, George and I, the technology, it's hard. We want to train these kids so that they could do this for us.
It's not easy to put on the show, folks.
And then
a lot of stuff moving parts
because they're our kids. We won't have to pay them.
Hey, be careful with the child labor laws. You got to be careful with that.
Forget labor laws. Like, you want allowance? you want your allowance? You want your $3 a week?
No, you want those V-Bucks for Fortnite?
Right.
You got to work them. You got to work them.
All right.
You got to work and earn them.
Work your kids.
Yeah, work.
All right. You got weeds around your house. Have your kids do that. All right. Let them do that.
All right, so let's go back to some comments here. Dean Garcia says, Lou, doing God's work, excellent work. Good luck to everyone in their fights. Training and practice makes perfect. Absolutely.
Training and practice does make perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you know what kind of practice? Perfect practice makes perfect. What's the
perfect boxers?
No, perfect. It's something.
Yeah.
It's something.
Which is, listen, we know boxing.
In my head, there was a shadow of a statement that I once heard. You know, it's not training makes you perfect, but perfect training makes you practice makes you perfect. No, perfect practice makes you perfect.
Yes, that was it.
Pickles.
Yes. All right, and Young Zan says, how can he donate? We haven't monetized the channel yet, Young Zan, but thank you very much because we are going to be doing that. So that way we can bring different equipment, different technology to you, and you can watch this live.
But if you own a camera store or something and you want to donate some like really expensive equipment, DM us. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that donation.
Thank you for the
but
comment.
Appreciate it.
For that we're good commentators. Thank you very much. And yes, thank you for that, Young Zhang.
We know we're good commentators because you wouldn't be watching us if we weren't. You'd be turning us off and going on with your lives.
And yes, thank you, Menji Kim. We appreciate everything you guys are doing for us who can't be there. Yes, we try to bring the amateurs to you guys.
Let's support the amateur cause. All right, so Abdoulaye Jalot from Starrett City in all black with the red gloves, red helmet on, versus Kevin DeRoches, Belmore, BC.
Yeah.
All right, so DeRoches is in blue, and he threw a hard right hand. DeRoches has a hard right hand. Oh, my God. Not much form, but it looks very hard. Wow. He looks really strong.
Wow. Excellent from Kevin DeRoches from Belmore, BC in the blue. Right. And then you have, what is his name? How do you say it?
Abdoulaye
Jalot. I'll go with Jalot from Starrett City in the black with the red gloves.
Oh, and Jalot landed with a nice right hand. And DeRoches is answering with some hard right hands. He's very strong.
Yeah, DeRoches has
just natural power.
Yeah, Jalot pins the corner. Now they come out of the corner, go to the center of the ring. And DeRoches comes up with an uppercut, nice uppercut.
Right.
But
Jalot just ate it, man.
Jalot ate it and came back with a combination of his own.
Doesn't care. So obviously Jalot is very, very strong. as far as have a chin. He's got a legitimate chin. And he's trying. And Gillard is more of the classic boxer, the classic novice boxer, in that he's trying to throw straight punches. He's trying to establish a jab. He's trying to throw combinations. Whereas DeRoches is somebody like you took off the street and is very strong. And you say, "Come here, kid. We want to put you in the gym," and he punches everything in front of him.
Young says that the blue, he's talking about Kevin DeRoches has power like Tyson, punching power like Tyson. That's what he's seen on his feed.
Yeah.
And he definitely is a heavy-handed puncher. All right, this is the last bout of the evening.
Right, 165-pound novice. And I'm wondering, there's no way that Varela and Giovanni Daly could be novice.
No.
I gotta ask them because
they look like they got more experience than
they look.
They led us to believe.
Yeah, they look very good.
Yeah. So, wow, we got people from all over. Look, we got somebody from Montreal, Canada. Antoine Pichette, thank you for joining us here. We got Evelyn White also. Thank you for joining us, Evelyn. Thank you. God bless you as always. Love you, Ma, out there in Florida. Did I just miss a call? All right. You know what? Here's another one. Brooklyn Tough. It says, if you save one kid from gangs or jail, we did our jobs, Coach Dominic. That's right.
Right. And let's talk about the 150-50 rule in cops and kids. It takes less than $50,000 a year to run a gym, and over $150,000 a year to house an inmate.
Jail, to jail them. That's not
right.
good. Yeah, we rather take the easy way out. And incidentally, now that you mention that, as we take a break in the action here, as Cassie, I'm sorry, she's looking in the corner at the headgear.
Cassie is the ultimate nitpicker. She's like, you do something perfect, and she'll find a glitch. I want her to test our program. Because,
what I was saying was
because she will give us perfect criticism.
Well, in relation to what you just mentioned there, Dave, and what I'm talking about is that the Cops and Kids program out here in Brooklyn. You guys can look it up at what's the website on that?
I believe it's nypdboxing.com.
For the Atlas Cops and Kids program, right. You guys can check that out. We, the program takes kids off the street, gets them to focus on schoolwork, shows them some discipline.
Oh man, DeRoches just
as DeRoches connects there.
Right, and as you were saying, George, that the Cops and Kids, is something that they can look up online.
And Kevin DeRoches has Abdul Jalad. Jalad. I'm just going to stick with Jalad.
Yeah,
had
Jalad.
A pin. Gets a warning from the referee for pushing Kevin. DeRoches.
And DeRoches is somebody who's you could see he's like hardened steel that you could mold into a sword. You put him in the fire and he's going to come out like a perfectly honed instrument. Meanwhile, Jalad is got to have the hardest chin in the world because he's eating DeRoches punches and is coming back with his combinations. And I really think he's winning because he's landing more punches.
I know that Young Zhang said that he has some Tyson-like power. And I'll tell you, he's been demonstrating some really, really aggressive punches here with a lot of conviction. He's doing a great job here, Dave.
You can't say Tyson-like because Jalad is standing and answering. Jalad is eating those punches, which I think Jalad is forged out of steel, too. These two guys are strong guys.
But you hear those thundering punches coming from DeRoches. We hear him from here, from the corner.
Every time these two hit each other, my butt bounces up a little from the seat. And I don't have gas. Stop it out there. Stop it. I do not have gas. All right? If I had gas, I wouldn't share it with you, okay?
All right, so let's go back to some of the comments here. Let's see. Thank you guys for another great fight night, John Taylor. You're welcome. It's our pleasure to bring this to you live.
Yeah. John Taylor, get some. Are you there by yourself? Are you there all alone? Get some people to join you. All right.
Yeah,
get some people to join you.
Share the link.
Share it.
All right. It says
he might be a hermit.
Well, that's all right. You can join us here on Puglifechronicles live.
If that's it, we're glad to get you out of your shell and in Wyoming, wherever you are, whatever tiny little cabin that you're in the woods by yourself. with some raccoons.
Really? You got that all from his name?
I got that. I got that. So we're here for you. You know,
All right.
we'll try to be here. Get a few friends, even if they're animals.
All right. Perfect Gaming says he's from England. So thank you for joining us all the way from England. What time is it over there right
now? That's good.
Wow.
He's probably trying to avoid a hangover by staying up.
All right. So round number
3.
Yes. Young Zan says that Jalad is being saved by the headgear because of the punches that are coming in, the punching power.
Jalad is just strong. Jalad is strong, and he's
able to take a punch. He's definitely got a strong chin, able to take definitely not a glass jaw because he's been getting tagged here.
Right.
But he's also answering.
Yeah, and he's landing hard punches of his own. Right, and here's the novice part of Kevin's DeRoches.
Yes, I saw that.
He's just pushing, and it's that aggressiveness. You want to come in, you want to hit, but instead you push and you smother. You need the space in boxing. Jalal just scored with a vicious right hand.
Wow.
And Jalal is trying to make this into a boxing match, which he would definitely win, and he's starting to. He landed with some good combinations, and he's throwing a classic 1-2-3s, classic 1-2s, leading with the jab. And DeRoche is a little bit stunned. And Cassie O'Connor is telling him something else. And DeRoche
nice
landed
here
with a hard left hook.
And just as you said, he landed another left hook as well.
Yeah. And DeRoche he's got a lot of talent there. This guy can really be somebody. I mean, without much experience at all, you could see he's just hard hitting and letting it go. And he's got a good lead hook. He reminds me of Iron Barkley. Oh.
Was that a knockdown?
No.
Okay.
It was just a slip. It was just kind of a rodeo type move.
Okay.
A bullfighter move, a matador move.
All right, so we're closing the last 10 seconds of this round.
And they're both unloading. Wow. Jeepers. Whoosh. Usa. Great fight. I got to clap for that.
Wow. Yeah, definitely.
Clap. That was good.
Definitely great fight this evening. Thank you for joining us here at Puglifechronicles. That was the last fight of the evening. We're going to go up to the ring in just a second. When are we live again, Dave? Do we have that?
I don't know. I think probably next Saturday with the same tournament. We're going to try to come. I think at Gleasons again.
Right.
And if we get a calendar, we'll put it up.
Yeah, we'll put it up either on Instagram on Puglifechronicles, or you'll see it on our Facebook page.
Right. So this is something new for those of you who are watching us for the first time, or for you've seen us a few times and we're a little inconsistent. This is something new. We're trying to make a platform for the young amateur boxers of New York City. That's who we are.
Right.
And basically, and we're going to.
And if you hire us, we'll go to New Jersey and Connecticut.
Right, but you got to pay us.
Yes,
because we got to drag equipment and pay tolls.
Yes, and we have to have
take off of work. I slave.
Yes.
But.
And you can call us on that number that we've been posting earlier.
Right.
On the screen, and there it is. That's 646-481-5354, and you'll be talking to yours truly. And then we'll set something up to come to your gym.
You're not going to talk to me.
No.
Sorry.
But you'll talk to me. But anyway.
It's better to talk to.
One of the things, it's 119. Well, it's probably a little later than that. It says Perfect Gaming from England.
I thought they were like 6 hours ahead of us.
Let's see.
Maybe 5 hours? What are we at?
It said Blue was pushing a lot. All right. Let's see what other comments we have here. Thank you.
But these are two talented fighters. If you can't see these two going someplace.
And thank you, Mr. Miller, for saying that he appreciates. Let's go up to the ring for the official announcement before we actually sign off.
Okay. Split decision. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's from the blue corner, Kevin Desroches.
All right. He probably got that because of the work he did earlier. I mean, 100%. Jala took the third round.
Right.
100%. So basically, it's who won the second round,
right?
In your opinion, as a judge,
right? Right.
Okay.
So I mean, that wraps it up for tonight. I mean, we brought you 9 exciting bouts. the first 7 were just fire. I mean, they were just
Yeah,
unbelievable, Dave.
Right.
And you can watch the replay on YouTube,
Right.
Puglifechronicles, or you can watch that also on Facebook.
And then if you're a student of the game, by all means, take out coaching and what we observe and absolutely learn something from it, you know. And then because you learn something from it, when you have your opinions, we like your opinions.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
We don't necessarily agree with them, but they are opinions.
We don't even agree with each other sometimes.
and the good thing about it is that sometimes they'll bring out something that we'll say, and then you'll go back and forth with us, and it'll bring out the truth. Between your opinions and our opinions, somewhere in the middle will lie the truth. So we want your opinions. We absolutely
And you
want
could
them.
always call us
Yes.
as well. Thank you, Young Zan. He says he subscribed to the channel. And for whoever subscribed on YouTube, thank you so much. If you subscribed on Facebook, thank you for joining us and subscribing to our channel.
Right.
That's our platform, is to showcase these young boxers,
Right.
amateurs,
and
follow their
to
careers.
improve boxing as we do it. So hopefully we will. All right.
All right. So that's basically it for tonight. Thank you for joining us again on Pug Life. And
good night.
Good night. This is
Pug Life.
Good night.
Who are these little kids in the background?
You could literally wear shorts and just the top and you're fine.
Yeah, you know.